Any team news updates, please?
Pretty much the same as we were against Salzburg. Matteo had no problem with his calf. It was just more fatigue. Koulibaly's game came too soon as an outside chance for Wednesday, but not for today. Tomorrow, sorry.
So return to Brighton, special for you?
Yes, yeah, of course. A place that I spent 3 very happy years there, so looking forward to going back.
You left very quickly, didn't have a chance to say goodbye. So does that make it extra special? And what do you imagine the reaction of the home crowd will be towards you?
No, these things happen in football. Sometimes life throws you opportunities and you have to take them or not. And yeah, timing wasn't great in terms of for anybody, I would say. But again, sometimes that happens. And then it's about a decision, and the decision to work here was too good to turn down. I thought as to what the crowd, what my expectations of them are, I don't really have any. Most people I've spoke to from Brighton have been very supportive and thankful, but I'm not naive. I know that that's not universal.
Better make sure you don't turn right.
No, I'll be okay. Don't worry, I'll know. Yeah, it's right. It's right.
Okay.
Yeah, unless they've changed it. But
have you seen the away dressing room?
Yes, I have once. We played them behind closed doors, so in a friendly. But ironically, I didn't go in there while I was there for 3 years, so I've only been there once.
Another milestone potentially, if you do get a result, that'll be 10 unbeaten. Your first 10 unbeaten, first Chelsea English manager to achieve that.
Okay, I didn't know. I mean, it's nice, but it's not something I'm too focused on. I just want to prepare the team and play well and try and win the game against Brighton, which will be tough enough. So I don't worry about anything like that. It's just to focus on the game. And
of course, they haven't won since you left. I guess the footballing gods, that kind of thing can happen, can't it? Their first win could be against their old boss.
Of course, they're capable of that. I think they've been unlucky. That's the only thing I can say. The performances have been good. A lot of positives there. The difference is luck. Sometimes you need it, and they haven't had too much from what I've seen. So, like I said, performances have been good. They've got the capability. I know the quality of the team. So it's a tough game for us.
A new technical director. Just a word about Lawrence Stewart joining the club.
Yeah, well, that's positive. It's good news. Obviously, I've been focusing on the 8 games that we've been playing in October, and the club are responsible for the appointment. So I'm looking forward to working with him and looking forward to supporting the role.
Okay, we'll go to Alex.
Hi.
How much does it help you prepare for a game when you know your opponent so well?
Well, it helps a little bit, but I think Roberto's been in a few weeks now, and you can see the ideas, you can see the differences. There's definitely change there, I would say. So whilst I know the players well, it's a new manager, new ideas. So there's always something to learn. There's always something to surprise. That's football.
Which of your former players will you be most wary of tomorrow?
Well, I wouldn't want to single anybody out. I think they're a really good team. They understand what they're doing, they understand each other, they understand the game, they understand space. And now they're looking at implementing Roberto's ideas. I think they're doing it well. Like I said, apart from a little bit of luck, I think they've had more points. They've had some tough fixtures as well. So they're a great bunch of lads, absolutely fantastic, and top staff as well. So I had a fantastic time there. So I know the quality and I know how difficult the game is tomorrow.
You're yet to lose the game as Chelsea manager. Roberto's yet to win one as Brighton manager. Who has more pressure on them going into the game?
Well, I think it's similar. We all want to win the game. We all want to play. We want to play to win. Like I said, I think the difference is luck. We've won our games and maybe picked up points when we've had a little bit of luck. You have to say that. And then when I look at Brighton, they haven't had too much luck. So as much as we want to say that we're these all-knowing, supreme, highly intelligent, fantastic coaches, you need some luck as well, that's for sure. So both of us under pressure, to answer your question, because it's a Premier League game. Both of us want to win, and it's going to be a good game.
games against Chelsea when you were manager of Brighton?
Well, they started off that we were getting beaten quite easily, and in the end we were quite close. So I think drew the 2 games last season. I think we drew one before as well. So to start with, there was a big gap, and I think towards the end there was less of a gap.
Okay, we'll go to Moose.
Hi Graham, how are you?
Good, yourself?
Yeah, good. I think you've told us before, despite your newfound position and fame, etc., you still live in the Brighton area. Does that make it tomorrow a more difficult game for you, the fact that all your neighbours are probably Brighton fans and probably don't want you to win?
No, because I don't really socialise that much, to be honest. So I don't go out of my house. I just come here, do my work, and go home. By the time I'm home, I see my family. It's a boring life, so no problem.
So going down the personality, I see. Okay. In terms of on the touchline, I've seen Roberto De Zerbi in action. He's quite passionate. He runs around. He was got involved in an altercation with Thomas Frank when I saw him play at Brentford. We've seen Jurgen Klopp this week getting his knackers wrapped for an altercation with a linesman. You're always quite calm and quite quiet. How do you maintain that persona?
Well, not always, I would say. So that's the first thing. I've had my moments as well. And I always say that you've just got to be yourself, whatever that is, and however you want to conduct yourself, that's what you've got to do, because there's no point being somebody else. You've just got to be authentic to you, and however that is, however that's helpful for you and for the team, that's how you've got to be. I suppose it's years of training, years of going through step by step, from starting off in Sweden to accumulating however many years now of standing on the side and understanding myself. Okay, how am I feeling? How do I manage my emotions? How do I help the team? Because getting angry is the easy bit. It's whether you can get angry at the right time with the right person. So that's something that I've just probably learnt over a period of time. But again, I'm certainly not perfect. And just because you're quiet or just because you're animated on the side doesn't mean anything really. It's just how helpful you are to the team.
Do you think getting angry with players helps? Or do you think
sometimes, yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Last one, the goal scoring record this season of Raheem Sterling hasn't scored since August. I know he's not playing necessarily in an actual central goal scoring position, but is it a concern for you, Chelsea, and should I be concerned as an England fan with the World Cup now, 3 weeks away?
I would say no and no in terms of concern. Raheem's quality speaks for itself. Sometimes the team doesn't function as well, and then the forwards can suffer for that. So rather than zoom into the individual, I always say it's better for me to think about the team and think about how we can attack better, how we can create more space for Raheem, more chances. And it's not just him, it's across the team we have to do better.
Okay, we'll end the broadcast section there, please. Cameras off.